So you sit down to start making content and then you start to spiral because you aren't actually sure what you should be giving away for free and what should be paid. And because of that, you lead with this fear that if you give away too much, people are not gonna actually want to buy from you. Which is so ironic because that fear is like the literal reason why they're not paying you. So in this video, I kind of want to share some insights about at least how I think about free versus paid, and you can choose to adopt that belief, or just stick it out with me to the end, and you might just be like, girl, fuck you. Now, the way that I think about this is very unconventional because I am master certified in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and I am trainer certified, which means that I am certified to certify others. And essentially, there is the concept called like loops. And when I was being trained as a trainer, we also learned how to pretty much do speaking and how to open loops in people's minds and then close them ethically and unethically. We did have that conversation. So basically a loop, when we're talking about the brain, we're talking about especially the subconscious, a loop is essentially just starting something, starting an idea and waiting for it to then be finished, waiting for it to come to completion. Our brains do not like unfinished things. Naturally, we want closure. This is why movies are structured the way that they are, right? Think about the movie Sinners, right? It starts off and there's this guy kind of sizzling a little bit, but if you didn't watch the trailers and nobody ruined the premise of the movie for you, you see this guy is coming out like the cornfields or whatever. He's sizzling a little bit. Like, what's wrong with him? Get to the door of the house with the. Let's be honest, they were racist. We saw the paraphernalia. We saw it, okay? And we're just like, what is happening? Then you got these Native Americans pulling up on their horses. You know what I'm saying? Being like, hey, we looking for this man. We looking for this man. Where he at? If he was here, you're in danger. And so your mind's just like, well, oh my God, why are they in danger? Da 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 da. Like, and then we find out, so it just opens up this big loop. It forces us to start like asking questions, right? The biggest question, obviously, being, is Michael B. Jordan gonna take his shirt off? Now, the same thing happened with speakers who give speeches. They open loops. Essentially, the way that it works is they start off with a story. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to start noticing it. So they start off with a story, and then like partial the way through the story, they just kind of stop telling the story and they segue into something else. Whether they're trying to teach you something, get you to shift a belief, or whatever the case may be. I could go deep into this, but we're not today. Nonetheless, it's left an open loop. So you are now paying attention. You're essentially more attentive to what it is that they're now saying after they segued off of the story, because your brain wants the closure of the story. So then you'll notice that once they're done, the teaching, some of them will even wait to pitch. And that's the unethical part that we kind of talked about that I personally don't agree with, but I can't control what other people do. I can just help spread the awareness, right? So they'll teach a thing, talk about the thing, and then some of them might pitch, and then they complete the story. They complete the loop. And so essentially your content kind of works the same way. So the way that I think about it is very simple. Your free content opens the loops and the paid stuff closes the loops. Now, of course, there is a little bit of nuance if depending upon your ecosystem, yes, a paid thing can close a loop, but a paid thing can also then open a loop so that you then buy the next thing. Be aware. But your free content, it introduces an idea. It shows people what is possible. It helps them see like an opportunity or a problem in a new way. In the moment that they start to ask themselves like, okay, but how do I apply this? That's the loop opening. So let me show you exactly what I mean with one of my videos that I've done here on this channel. It's time to hop into the computer, darling. So on my channel, I have a video that I did. Hold on, where is it? Okay, so I did a full walkthrough of how to create your Go Collab community, and then I put that you get a free setup guide. This video, you see, it's like 90 minutes long. It's like an hour and a half, right? That for free. This is for free. I'm not charging for it, right? But it is going to start to pose a bunch of questions, because people might look at this and be like, oh my gosh, like she just gave it all away for free. And sure, somewhat, like I genuinely do want people to be able to move forward on what it is that I teach in my videos with my content. But with this video, it does open a loop. And, once someone sees the platform, they see Go Collab, the next question that they start asking are things like, how do I actually set this up for myself? What should my community structure look like? How do I organize like my classroom and my lessons? What do I name the different sections? What content should I put in there? How do I make my community feel cohesive? So those questions are opening loops. And so the next step for me is to bring them into my ecosystem, right? Where they can access a free course. So let me show you that. And we've got a group call coming up. So ironic. Okay. Yes. So then they get access to the Create Your Collab Community free course that I put together. And that's where then in the actual video where it's, hosted on YouTube, I show the resource that I give, which is the setup guide. Now, to get the setup guide, you have to come join the community. It is free to come join the community. This course is free for you to go through. And then you can get access to that setup guide. Now, that's just one layer of it all, right? Because if people want to take that and run with it, great. That makes me happy. But then there are going to be those people who they want the support, they want the help, they want the accountability, they want the tools, they want to be able to implement faster, clearer, they want things more organized, whatever the case may be. And so because of that, right, I'm going to the setup guide that you get for free, right? So then there's the additional resources that those people can get access to when they join the premium level of the membership. And as of right now, it's only $7 a month, which is a steal, but nonetheless, right? So if they want help with actually understanding their brand so that they can create their community around the brand that they are building, we have the Magnetic Brand Vision GPT for them to use. It's the exact same process that I took myself through to set up my community, or at least revamp my community, I should say. Right? Life Launch Strategy, which is based around getting you to launch your YouTube channel with a bang and not to crickets, because part of the ecosystem strategy that I teach is utilizing YouTube to fuel your entire business and your community so that you're never sitting there spiraling, wondering like what to do, what to post, what to say, like all of those things, right? And the Life Launch Strategy is just a great boost for your channel. And then there's YouTube by Design, which takes you into the individual 9 centers of your human design. If you don't know what human design is, don't even worry about it right now. But essentially, it's being able to help you to create YouTube video topics that feel natural to you and sustainable. And then, of course, there's the group call, which we have coming up. So I should probably wrap this video up because I'm going to be late to my own session. But, for accountability, help, brainstorming, things like that, right? So premium essentially is where a lot of the loops will close. So however you decide to do like your free versus your paid, that is completely up to you. I definitely encourage you to test and try different things, right? Like there's no like one set way to do things, obviously. And so just allow yourself the time and the space. I think that one of the bigger issues is also putting so much pressure on yourself to just make so much money now because you keep seeing all of these posts or messages or whatever, of people being like, oh my God, I just started 30 days ago and I've made $20,000, or like whatever the case may be. And it's like, I know some things. I know some things. The point being is, don't allow that to influence you to not like anchor down, and give strategies time to marinate so you can see if they actually work for you, okay? And of course, if you want help implementing the things that we just talked about, come join the Magnetic Visibility Circle Premium, honey. I'm going to see you inside of the community.